think through this whole diversity and inclusion thing that they've become, trying to become like the Gap, everything to everybody. And I think just the definition of a brand is that you're not everything to everybody. You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about some controversial comments made by the 68-year-old billionaire founder of Lululemon, Chip Wilson. As you saw in the very beginning of this video, he's saying, hey, you can't be everything to everybody. Basically, when you try to expand with diversity, equity, and inclusion, you're cheapening the brand. Now, this has been taken a variety of different ways. Some say that he was being racist because it was kind of a quote unquote dog whistle talking about, oh, well, you don't want certain customers coming into the store and they're not welcome, all this, that, and the third. Some say that's about black people going into Lululemon. They're going to steal all this and that. No, that's not quite what he was talking about. There's a full interview from Forbes. I will link to that in the box, and we're going to watch some of it in this video. But he was really talking about the people on their ads. They look sick and they don't look healthy. That's what he was talking about. And as a matter of fact, he had a store back in the day where he didn't allow smokers in. And the result of that was smokers got mad, they got offended, they got triggered, and they told everyone, don't go there, they don't allow smokers. But what happened was an influx of healthy people who were really about their physical fitness coming to the store rather than the unhealthy, unfit smokers. And that is the kind of ideology he wants to have for Lululemon. Now, the company put out a statement saying that he is not with us anymore. He's been gone from the company since 2015, and he resigned as chair of the board way back in 2013 after some other controversial comments. Now, before I go any further into it, let's look at the comments from 2013 and then the comments from today. And if you want to see any of these, I will link to them in the box. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the comments from 2013.
The man at the head of Lululemon has angered customers all over North America with comments he has made about his company's yoga pants. Greg Harper is live in Vancouver with more this morning. Greg.
And by the way, I believe he's Canadian. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments.
Good morning, Kyle. Yep, just outside the Lululemon store here on West 4th in Vancouver. There are some Lululemon customers right now that are saying some of the pants are too sheer and that the quality could be much better. But the company's founder is saying something much different. Take a look, take a listen.
Quite frankly, some women's bodies just actually don't work for it.
They don't work for the pants?
No, they don't.
So more likely that they'll be see-through in some women's bodies?
No, I don't think it's, really about the rubbing through the thighs.
Exactly. So basically you're saying, hey, if you're fat and you're wearing the leggings, they might become sheer, they might start to pile. That might be the problem rather than our leggings not being of very good quality. And by the way, if you don't know about this company, they are most known for women's leggings. Now, personally, I wear Lululemon myself. Now, don't get it confused. I wear men's trousers from this company. I don't want to see anybody in the comments talking about, oh, ABO wears leggings. I knew it. No. Let's not. Let's not. But I don't want to get into a fashion video, so I digress. Let's get into the comments that he made recently, and we're going to see it with a little bit of illustration. Then we're going to get to the Forbes interview, or at least a snippet of it.
Has been publicly criticizing the brand for its whole diversity and inclusion thing. In an interview with Forbes, Chip Wilson, who founded the athleisure company in 1998, said the people in Lululemon ads looked unhealthy, sickly, and not inspirational. He added that the brand shouldn't be trying to be everything to everybody, and that you've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in.
Now, this was done on purpose because, again, they're going back to this whole racial dog whistle. Is it about the fact that she's black or non-white, or is it about the fact that she is way overweight into the category of obese? Again, if you're wearing leggings, I don't think you should be 500 pounds wearing Lululemon leggings. The pants I have on right now are slim fit Lululemon trousers. Okay. So this what I have on right now is not for a fat person. I'm not a fat person. All right. I'm not a small person, but I'm more athletic. When you're talking about athletic type stuff, athleisure, technical clothing, it should be for somebody who fits that particular, that kind of body type. It, again, everything is not for everyone. Now, some are going to say, well, hey, ABL, you know, the whole diversity, equity, and inclusion thing, when speaking about Lululemon, that helps their bottom line. It helps them get more money. Yes, but at what cost? You're cheapening the brand to the point where it is not really valuable. And these pants are very expensive. These pants I have on right now, $125 before tax. Very expensive. Now, if the brand becomes so cheapened and the pants start to suffer, then you have stuff like Fabletics and etc. that do the same thing that they do as far as what I need. Why would I go to them anymore? I would go to the other company and spend less money for the same or better product. Now, let's get to the Forbes interview. This is a full 30-minute spot. I'm only going to play a little bit of it, but I will link to the entire thing in the box so you can see it in full and get the full context. Let's start from about the 3-minute mark.
I think that that's the biggest risk that Lululemon has. They don't know how to work with futurists.
Do you think they've veered too much into fashion then, as opposed to putting the sport?
Correct. So if you look at about 30% of their men's stuff, it's like, it's appalling. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like what they're making, like even dress shirts that have no style to them. But
yeah, I would not buy anything other than the pants at Lululemon. I've looked at their other stuff. I've gone into the stores online, and the other stuff for men I don't like. The pants, perfect. Everything else, trash. The jackets, the shirts, the hoodies, accessories, everything is not good, in my opinion.
I'm sure they get the fabric for $2 a meter. They make it, and it's in the Lululemon store, so people are buying, because they think it's technical. They're buying it and wearing it, but it's not. But what's happening is the margin on it is so huge that the merchandisers and everyone's getting bonused on the profit and the margins of a bad, I'd call it streetwear fashion product.
So basically what's happening is they're talking about, when I say they, I mean those who are proponents of the DEI initiatives at Lululemon. They're talking about, well, we're getting all this kind of money. I was watching the video earlier where they said, well, ever since Chip Wilson resigned, the stock price has gone up 10x. But okay, that's fine. How about the quality of the product? How about the quality of the brand? Has that improved since he resigned? I'm not quite sure.
Bad profits in a company like that lead to the gap, and eventually you can see it. Lululemon's making more and more streetwear and less technical wear.
It ends up chipping away at the brand.
Right. I think through this whole diversity and inclusion thing that they've trying to become like the Gap, everything to everybody.
Yeah.
And I think just the definition of a brand is that you're not everything to everybody.
That's correct. I don't go to them, Lululemon, for just everything. I go for a very specific thing. They're slim fit, athletic trousers, men's trousers. I don't go for anything else, nothing else, because their other things aren't as good. Now, if they made other things in the same category, the same ballpark, and it was more tailored to me, to the more athletic people, then okay. But when you want to be everything to everybody, your brand becomes more generic. At one point, the Gap was like a really big thing, but now it's the same thing as going to Marshalls or TJ Maxx. And
when I started Lululemon, my very first manifesto line which is what used to be on the bag, and this is 1998, so you got to take it in context, but it was Coke and Pepsi are the tobacco of the future, great marketing, terrible product.
Very, very well said. Like, he's getting deep right here. He's getting really deep. Like, we're talking about these billionaire guys. Like I said, he is 68 years old, a billionaire, and he still owns 8% of Lululemon stock. So he's still invested into the company, although he's been gone from the company in a controlling aspect since 2015. Okay, so you're talking about almost a decade now.
So what did I learn from West Beach? I learned that who I don't want people that are drinking Coke and Pepsi, because I could see the obesity epidemic happening in the U.S. even in 1995. I didn't want people who were wearing the Lululemon brand who were drinking Coke and Pepsi or eating McDonald's, or because the fast food industry was all part of that at the time.
So I'll leave it right there. But basically, the obesity epidemic, he was trying to, ward off. He was trying to say, hey, this is for athletic people. You're going to be out here doing things. The brand, the technical part of the clothing is for active, healthy people. That's what it's for. Now, when we become everything to everybody, you're going to have obese, sickly, uninspiring people on the ads. What are we doing now? The brand is going a whole different direction. Are we trying to maximize profits? Is that what's most important? Or is maintaining the brand's integrity most important? But that's that. Again, this is part of a 32-minute interview. I will link to the whole thing in the box. But as I close, I want to say this. I don't see anything he said here that was wrong. He's right on point. 100% on point. And I wear the clothing. Yes, I do. You can say I'm biased or whatever, but I go there for a very specific reason. We're talking about pants and jeans. I have a very hard time finding things that really fit, but their clothing does the trick 100%. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that he said anything here that was wrong at all? Are you offended? Are you triggered? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. The founder of Lululemon said nothing wrong here. There's no racism. There's no nothing. It's just facts. And again, you don't get to be his age, a billionaire, founding this very, very successful company just by happenstance. It's not just by luck. You gotta have some intelligence, you gotta have some skill, you gotta have some foresight into the future, some know-how. You gotta understand these things to have success. So I think we should listen to what he's saying and really receive it, rather than just trying to say he's some kind of other obic oberist, because you got fat people, sick people who disagree with him because they're offended. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.